traditional flint striker. Tinder break, and by that I don't mean a casual throwaway relationship. I've got brain freeze! Look at that. Quite fluffy, and they've got 4 legs. I'll just set this here. And in the morning I'll come back to weigh a fish. Right, we'll continue with the hike and the wild camp in just a second, but before then there's just a couple of things I want to mention. And the first thing is a thank you to Outdoor Adventure NI, who are an outdoors based retailer here in Northern Ireland. They stock a pretty wide range of high quality brands of outdoor clothes and kit, and I've got quite a few bits and pieces from them from over the years. And they teamed up with Rab to get me a couple of items for the wild camp. They give me a merino wool base layer and this Kinetic Plus waterproof soft shell jacket. Now, I wore, on the first day, I just wore this base layer and this jacket and hat and gloves. Nothing else, no other layers. It was about 2 degrees and I was actually pretty comfy the entire day. So that is pretty much that. So yeah, that's Outdoor Adventure NI. You can check them out. They have an online store that you can buy things from. And thanks again to Rab for giving me these 2 products to try out on the hike, and I've used them a few times since, and I'm still very happy with them. Back to the wild campsite then, and when you left us last time, we just settled down, just got the fire going, and then me and Rob sat down and answered a few questions that people had sent to me on Instagram. Oh no. Right, hopefully this camera stays in place because it's balanced on 2 logs and a few rocks. We walked through a whiteout today, didn't we, as well? Later he asked me if I was worried. If I'd been on my own, I think I would have been freaking out at that point, but I'll mentally hand over responsibility. So if I'm not responsible for my own safety, I just don't pay any attention. I had a few questions came through on Instagram, which I answered. Well, we answered them out there, but it was so windy, I just got a bunch of messages, people saying, I can't hear what you're saying. So we're having to redo them in here. Castle Ellen, Tullymore, you can glamp or you can wild camp it. Carrick Little's interesting as well, and then Mealmore. Basically, for that age group, you want somewhere that has the illusion of being in the middle of nowhere, but a bit wild, there's facilities. You've got a bit of a fallback, yeah. You can get high-techs for like 40-60 quid that aren't bad if you're just starting out, you know. But I'd say like between sort of 80 to 150, you're going to get something really decent. You can go military surplus as well, and you can get boots military surplus that would cost, you know, between 130, 160 new. You can probably get them for 35 quid. Yeah, the sleeping bag I'm using tonight, I got off one of those websites. I can't remember which one, but it's a British winter military sleeping bag, and it cost me 30, I think it's £40 by the time I got delivery in. And they're phenomenal. Yeah. Like. Well, I'll let you know in the morning if it's phenomenal or not. If I wake up frozen solid, I'm not going to be impressed. What was it? Oh yeah, the last question, well, the third question, that I got asked was, because I've done quite a few outdoors things where I've been juggling multiple cameras, was how do you not die while operating the cameras? I sprained my ankle really badly about a year ago because I was trying to update my Instagram while out for a run. So yeah, I think you need to be experienced to start with, so you need to be confident just out hiking, never mind starting to layer in cameras on top of it. You need to have lots of pouches. Like if the weather's good, I could be working between 4 different cameras. So I tend to have them all so I can switch and swap. Probably should get some pack animals maybe. Yeah. Or porters for the cameras. A small pack, like a sheep. I'll get a pack. Yeah. A pack sheep. Get a pack sheep that you can put all your camera gear on. That'd be amazing. You lit the fire with a mushroom. The anyone that's done a bit of outdoor stuff, they might have come across these. They're called like horsehoof fungus. It's going sort of pointing down. There's like ridges on it. Yeah, some ridges, and it's solid, so you could tap it, and it's like tapping a bit of wood or something like that. That was quite a good moment when we got that going, wasn't it? First go. Yeah. No, we will try and show how challenging that was in the rain. So these have been used for what, 400 years? Well, yeah, this is
forever.
Pretty almost Neanderthal, I'd say.
So this is the striker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a fake moustache.
Very good. Yeah, you can use that too. And as that, and then this is the flint. It's actual flint. There is technique to this. I'm doing this in an awkward sort of.
Oh.
Yeah. See it? Yeah. So that's what we use today to make a fire. That's it, really.
Yeah.
That's us for the night. We'll probably
cook on the fire.
Cook on the fire. Get some more calories in.
Yeah. I've got a delicious pasta curry, which is a weird combination. It's chicken pasta curry. I got it in Decathlon. I just
got the ration packs because I was using up, but then sometimes I like to just cook on the fire. So sometimes we do like steak, and I've done like surf and turf and
on a campfire.
Yeah, on a campfire.
So how do you cook? How do you cook a steak? And do you grill it? Do you fry it?
Well, there's different techniques. I actually do ember steaks as well. Sometimes
You just put it
direct on the ember, and literally just flip it a few times, and then scrape it off, and that's you.
Right. Can't think of anything else to waffle on about, and I'm getting hungry. So yeah. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
I'm gonna go check the fish trap. Oh, this will be good. Nice big juicy fish for breakfast. Here we go, here it is, and is that a fish? No, that was just a drop of water. So just in case you're wondering how this bivvy bag setup works, it's basically a sleeping bag, and I've got a little mat in here as well, and then a waterproof bag. So you get yourself in, you zip the sleeping bag up until there's like 2 inches around your face, and then you do the same with the bivvy, sticking your hand out. You're completely cocooned, you can barely move, but it keeps you in, it keeps you dry, usually. It's pouring with miserly rain, really hope that clears, otherwise it's going to make today pretty miserable. We had planned on doing more of a hike today than we did yesterday, doing a few peaks, but it is pretty miserable, so we'll see what happens. Three days ago I was having a gourmet breakfast in a 4-star hotel.
Just going to show how versatile you are.
No. I ate a wide range of cuisines. That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Fine.
It's fine, yeah. There's a few things in my coffee water. Coffee with added fiber. I'm having one of these little prime bars again. It just looks like poo. Doesn't taste like poo. I think. I have no idea. I hope it doesn't taste like poo. I don't know what poo tastes like. Don't eat poo. And we are packed up and we're off. Oh, I nearly forgot. Forgot my magic wand. Rob's just asked me if I've seen that film Alive. You know, the one where people resort to cannibalism to survive? It's a little bit concerning because there's only 2 of us here. No, don't eat me! Oh, now that's a view. The snow makes it incredibly difficult to descend easily, but there is one thing you can do. It's going to end badly. Ugh. You can slide. Well, that was productive. You know, even on a day like this, despite how bad the weather's gotten in the last hour, it's still stunning up here. Look at that. Oh! Hello. Whoa.